Hello, Aaron. How you doing? I will bet you are wondering why I have a blank page up here. And the reason is I want to show you something. Okay, so I've downloaded your work, okay? And by the way, it's a really good idea to put your name on all of your files and folders. As you can see, this is just a little bit of what I've downloaded today. So it's really helps keep things organized, to keep your name on your files and folders for submission. So I've got let me just open this. And like I said, I didn't open it for a reason. And here's what happens when I open it. I wanted to show you this. You've got an image that's not linked, okay? And once I open this, I'll show you how to find that. But anyway, so we can see it could not replace. So it's asking you to replace. I can't do that because I don't have the image, of course, so I have to say ignore. This is what happens. This is what I end up seeing. I end up seeing this image here, which it's not linked. Now, how can we see it's not linked? If you take the links panel right here, take a look at that little warning sign right there, a triangle warning sign. That's it's indicating that that image is not linked. These ones are linked. You can see them just fine. Okay, this one is not. So that's why we can't see it. All right, let me take a look at the other image. We got that one. We got this one. Okay, so this one has the images all embedded. That's great. So let me talk about this a little bit. This is the same ad. This is the same ad. It's just you've just changed some type. So this would not be considered there. This would be considered, just try to shoot for completely different concepts in your, because basically this is the same ad. So just food for thought. I'm okay with it, but in a studio setting, when they ask for two different concept ideas, you'll be expected to give two completely different ideas, as opposed to merely changing the type and location of some of the elements in the ad. Okay, a couple of issues with this ad here. I think that everything looks pretty good. My suggestion is this, and I've suggested this to a couple of other students. If you want to find an image, if you want to use an image of a set of chairs with an umbrella on a beach overlooking this beautiful water and with no one around, with complete solitude, go ahead and find one and use it, as opposed to trying to develop this in Photoshop. I mean, you'll find an image, I guarantee it. It's just, you can tell that this has been Photoshopped, and that is not the point here. You want this to be as innocuous as possible in terms of any kind of editing, okay? So you don't want to show any kind of editing. So for that reason, I suggest, instead of trying to compose this image, why don't you just find one? You can take your chairs and to meet the masking requirement, just reduce that and put it down here somewhere. Okay. Other than that, I think everything looks good as far as the page mechanics go. You've got your headline and you've got your subhead and your subtext, so that's good. So that would be my recommendation. Also, I want to point something out here. If I get in here in Illustrator and I want to just zoom in here, because we can see that you've got some. Actually, no, those aren't bad. Those are pretty good images. Once we get in here close, we can see that those are pretty good images. Boy, that sure doesn't look like water. It looks like snow. That's kind of bizarre. Is that snow? That's really... No, it is. That's snow. Those are tracks in the snow. I'm not understanding this. Shouldn't that be water? Well, let me know about that, because if that's water, it's a really damaged, but boy, that sure looks like it's snow, doesn't it? Let me know what's going on with that. I'm really interested to know. Anyways, those are my recommendations. So, good job placement, good job placing the logo. Everything is technically correct. So, those are my recommendations. So if you have any questions, comments, or let me know about that snow too. All right. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks so much, and very good work.